Do your shoulders really need to be aligned directly to the target in order to have an effective golf swing? That's what we're going to investigate in today's episode. Now, a quick recap to get you caught up. I am a right-handed person playing left-handed golf. That's right, I'm lead hand dominant, or I play backhanded golf. And as such, a lot of instruction on YouTube just simply does not apply effectively to me. So I'm on the hunt for little tidbits, little tricks, little swing thoughts and ideas that will help me and maybe you get a better backhanded golf swing. And that's what this series is all about. There, you're all caught up. So as I said in the intro, today's focus is on the shoulder alignment. And should my shoulders be aligned directly to the target, or is it okay to have a different feeling at setup? To get the conversation started on this, we're gonna watch a small montage clip. The clip is from Clay Ballard from Top Speed Golf and Sean Clement from Wisdom in Golf. And they both bring some helpful ideas to this conversation. So let's take a look.
And I'm gonna rotate my entire body. Knees, hips, shoulders, arms, club, everything about 15 degrees to the right.
Okay, so really interesting. Setting yourself up 15 degrees, almost closed 15 degrees.
Now from there, I'm gonna go ahead and bend down until my club would be on the ground. My hips are a little forward. You'll see how that puts my upper body a little bit back. You'll notice how pros do that all the time. You'll hear me talk about how that's one of the 5 real fundamentals of golf, is getting that spine slightly tilted away. But as I do that, that gets me tilted into position over here to the right. And if all I do from there is go ahead and set the club back up to the golf ball.
A little draw, nothing crazy. So it feels like I'm behind the hit. There we go. Now, this doesn't mean, see, even though my shoulders are going way out to the left, it doesn't mean that my arm swing is going to go that way. So if we look at from down the line here, back with the hammer. So I'm hammering down. Notice how my body's nice and parallel. Now I'm hammering through. So notice how my lead shoulder gets a little forward, the trail shoulder back. Now it feels like I can really pound in there. Now you notice the takeaway of my hammer has nothing to do with the alignment of my shoulders. Here, back of that. I'm going to get behind it. Now it feels like the blur is going to go slightly right of that intermediate point. And in your mind's eye on the range, it's going to feel 30 yards to the right. What you're going to do is you're going to let it go there. Okay?
Now, if you want to check out any or all of those 3 videos, the link for them is in the description below. Okay, so the big idea here is, do I need my shoulders to be perfectly aligned to the target? So if I look down the target line, and I'm going to use this kind of grass strip and line on the Spornia net here to give me an idea of my target line. So let's say that that's stripped. So here, I'd set up, somewhat normally with my shoulders somewhat aligned, hopefully aligned to the target. Now, what Sean and Clay are suggesting is that I turn this a little bit, okay? Especially to hit a draw or for that lead arm dominant swing. This is what it's gonna feel like, because my arm now, if I'm thinking about that backhanded swing, my shoulder is now freed up and I can get my body out of the way to swing that way. So you can see that that is actually quite comfortable. So in the overhead view here, you can see how much I am actually closing my stance. And for me, that's exactly what I've been doing. And man, is it ever helped. Now, I naturally pull or draw the ball. And so setting up this way just feels, even though at first it does kind of feel funny, it feels like maybe you're going to miss way out. If you draw the ball, it just works out perfectly. So I'm going to put this down here and grab a club. All I do is I take it in my lead hand, there's my dominant hand here, and I almost rotate so I can feel like, again, like that sword is going to cut through that imaginary bamboo shoot, but just going out, like Clay said, 15 degrees. And this is very similar, again, to the Eureka golf swing, swinging from the inside out. And then I'm just gonna grab it with my trail hand, get in that stance, hands forward, and then I'm just going to swing down that line. And like Sean said, I'm just going to let it happen. Even though it feels like I'm going to miss out to the left, I'm going to let it happen. So I'm going to go down and swing out. Down, swing out. Beautiful pitching wedge, beautiful little draw back to center. That closed setup, or that feeling of closing the shoulders at setup, has really helped me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks so much for checking out today's video. If you're interested in following along, you don't want to miss this stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be part of the journey, and make sure you're throwing in some comments below. I always respond to comments and I love to hear your thoughts. And if you missed the first episode in this Backhanded Golf series, you can click that right here and check it out. Thanks again. We'll see you real soon on Golf Quest.